So for this next one, I'm gonna do a burpee. So in the burpee, the eccentric phase, you're gonna see me landing. So basically it's gonna involve my glutes staying tight, my core staying tight, my shoulders, my chest, my triceps, a little bit of biceps, a little bit of forearm, you know. Just my whole upper body to get me down to the ground and land. And then the amortization, you're gonna see a lot of my glutes, quads, core, calves, shoulders, chest, and triceps. It's basically gonna be the entire thing, just staying on the ground and staying tight. And then following that, the concentric movement is me gonna be like exploding up, and you're gonna see again my glutes, my quads, my core, my calves. Not so much my upper body. You're not gonna see a lot of on the explosion part. So once I come up from my burpee is when you're gonna see the concentric of my lower half, my hip flexors, of me, my quads, calves, of me just exploding. So that's gonna look a little bit like so for my next exercise is going to be a split squat. So basically in the split squat, you're going to see me kind of doing the same thing as a jump squat. The only difference is that I'm landing in like a lunge position. So in this position, you're going to have the eccentric working my quads, my abs, my calves, my gluteus maximus, my hip flexors, and my hamstrings. The amortization, it's going to be like more or less like I was saying, that awkward in between, like stopping. So when I hold, when I explode, things like that. And that's going to be my gluteus maximus, my quadriceps, my hip flexors, hamstrings, calf muscles. And then in the concentric action of it, of me actually jumping up and down, or jumping up, I might say, you're going to see my quads, my glutes, hamstrings, and calf muscles. So that one is basically just going to look like that. Okay, so for the first exercise, I'm going to be doing a jump squat. So the three phases, the eccentric, the amortization, and the concentric. So for the eccentric phase, that's going to be when I'm landing essentially in the squat position. So in this position, you're going to see me activate my gluteus maximus, my hip flexors, and my quadriceps, along with my calves. The amortization, you're going to see me, that's like, I guess, the stopping of the movement. So when I like take the break here, when I jump up, and that like split period of when I'm like coming down and falling. The concentric is when you're going to see me in the air and everything's just kind of like tightened. So my calves, my quads, my glutes, my hamstrings. Not my hip flexors because they're not flexing. So eccentric, somewhere in here, amortization, and then the concentric. So we're doing that.